own business or how you would implement it in our business that we're starting. So we're like the board, and they're listening, and we're just talking, all right? So the first question for you is, we'll start with lead generation. Lead generation is the lifeblood of any business. I mean, the company around the corner, my business, your business, if people aren't seeing that you exist, then you're not going to make any money. But in terms of the number of leads, that's a tough one because it depends on what type of business that you are. In my space, I tell people you can build a 6-figure, 7-figure business generating 10 to 25 leads per day. And you see a lot of people, they'll come into our space and they'll say, I'm going to show you how to generate 3,000 leads in 30 days. And I always kind of wonder, like, if that were the case, then you've got a problem with conversion because you should be making a lot more if you're generating 3,000 leads per day. You want to be efficient. And I think that's the difference between really good entrepreneurs. You want to be extremely efficient, and you want to solve a problem. And if you can solve the problem and give your customer a way to eliminate the problem, that's what they're going to pay for. So let's say I'm driving traffic to a capture page, and I'm telling them I'm going to show you 3 ways to get 10 leads a day on Facebook. I'm going to, when they opt in, teach them 10 ways to get 10 leads or whatever it is on Facebook. Now, how do I make money from that? I just gave them what they were looking for. Well, you make money by saying, well, I just showed you how to get 10 leads every single day on Facebook, 10 different ways, and let me show you 10 different ways you can do it on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, with search traffic and other things. And the cost of me teaching you that is this. And that's how you make money on the internet. So many people, they just say, I'm gonna, teach you something, they don't teach it to them, they hint around it, they don't provide value, and then they just offer the product and no one buys. So the goal is to solve the problem completely, over-deliver, and then give a person a chance to raise their hand and say, I want more. And I can eliminate the problem for good. And that's really the method that I live by. It's like, how can I solve this problem better than anyone else? And how can I basically give them more to eliminate it? And when we eliminate the problem is where the money comes in, and people will be more than willing to pay you for it.
You have such a big, big heart, and I feel confident anytime I send somebody to events that I know that he'll get taken care of. So thank you.
Let's do it one more time. If you felt that Tanya provided the most value, give her a round of applause. If you felt that Brian provided the most value, give him a round of applause. And the winner is Mr. Finale. I've had a lot of mentors, throughout my life, but my earliest thought of being an entrepreneur actually came when I was a freshman in high school. And I was never really a person that thought about being an entrepreneur, but now that I'm an entrepreneur, I can remember when the first thought of being an entrepreneur kind of took place. And we were basically driving home from school, and my best friend, who's actually now our company attorney, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, we were driving home, and one of our buddies was kind of giving him a hard time. He was saying, I'm a better athlete than you, I'm a better athlete than you, kind of like ragging on him. And my buddy, our attorney, my best friend, he isn't one to really be confrontational. He's kind of just laid back, but finally he's had enough, and he just looks at him. He's like, first of all, you're not, and second of all, who's going to be your boss? And I remember sitting in the back seat, and it didn't really register until later on in life, but I just think about how powerful that was for him at that point in his life to already be thinking about, that I'm going to be your boss and to be thinking that big. And it was the first time in my life I actually thought, maybe I'm not going to be a professional athlete. Maybe I can be someone's boss or own a company or a business. And I'm just fortunate to have friends like that were thinking that way at such an early age. So even though he's not necessarily my mentor, that was probably the most impactful thing that I ever heard at a young age that really sparks, I believe, where I am today.